Hello, this is Antara from Impact Magazine, and today I am here at the launch of Ideabaaz, a reality show which gives entrepreneurs the chance of presenting their idea, getting mentorships, and it's more specific to the Tier 2, Tier 3 cities. Hi, Jeet, welcome to
Thank you.
So my first question would be, what is the gap you are looking to fill with this show, with the reality show that is coming up right now?
So what we actually did was we did a couple of years of research about what is the gap in the whole Indian startup ecosystem and what the existing reality shows are lacking.
Okay.
Then we thought we need to see that gap, and we found out that there's nothing centric to Tier 2, Tier 3 city specific. There's no one catering towards the idea part of it. Everyone's looking at startups which are already matured, already got into a position that a lot of people would want to invest in them also. And we just didn't want to create a visibility platform, but we wanted to create a platform that actually adds value to the whole startup ecosystem. So that's wherein we ideated on Ideabaaz, and this came through in a position that we could make it more towards India and Bharat. Tier 2, Tier 3 cities get benefited. So we have a platform where anyone can come in any language and speech. So if you are from Hyderabad, you can come and speak in Telugu. If you are from Chennai, you can come and speak in Tamil. There's no language barrier in coming and pitching in on the show, which actually adds to a lot of audience also, plus a lot of pitchers also come and they can pitch there. So they don't have to feel uncomfortable in talking in Hindi or English. So this is one of the gaps that we saw, that a lot of founders who we spoke to couldn't come on these kind of shows because of the language barrier that they had, that they couldn't explain their business too well. Second thing, what we thought was the angle of idea stage startups. So in India, 90% of India is filled with aspirants in India who want to do something, who have an idea, but they don't have the correct network or resources to actually do anything about the idea. So we thought, why not give them also an opportunity to come on the show. So we have existing startups also on the show, but we've also gotten kids, we've gotten people who've just retired to come and pitch their ideas as well on the show, who are not only getting money. Capital is one part of it, but more than money, you need mentorship in this phase, and you need pre-incubation facilities. So we've been able to get those things from our partners, be it the Titans, have been a great help. Our partners like IIT Madras have been giving pre-incubation facilities to these kind of startups. So we are trying to get actually all these aspects of the startup ecosystem together on one platform, which is just more than just a reality show. We are also launching a platform for the show. So because we can only have about 100 startups on the show maximum. We wanted to, and around 4,000 startups apply. So we said, what about the 3,900 startups outside the show who are not being able to come to the show? So that's why we build a platform wherein any startup for any Tier 2, Tier 3, whatever region in India can register themselves on the application and get the same facilities that they do on the show on the application as well.
Okay. So also, as you said, it's about reaching the Tier 2, Tier 3 cities. What will be your communication strategies for that? Because as of what could be understood, the people at Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities are highly driven by livelihood. They have a daily or monthly wage which they have to attend to support their family or whatever the case is. So what will be the communication strategy that they are driven towards entrepreneurship?
Zee Entertainment Limited has been a big part of this. They have actually helped us. This never happened in India before, that this show is being dubbed in 8 languages and going on the 8 regional languages as well, which gives us a very big leverage and which gives us a lot of coverage throughout the nation, wherein we can actually penetrate into the regions now, and we can say that what our mission is, we can take to the regions through the regional channels right now. And we are not just portraying this as a 2-month or 3-month TV show on television. We are going to have very ground rooted with IIT Madras. We are going to have grassroots level incubation and grassroots level cohorts also throughout the year. So that becomes our touch points in these regions as well. Zee being a pioneer in what they do in the Bharat story, they have given us the tools to reach the audience. Once the audience knows about the brand and how we are doing things, we'll create more IPs which are curated in those kind of cities to actually get those people hooked onto Ideabaaz.
And also releasing it on a platform like Zee, there's always a question, how will you balance the reality show aspect and giving opportunities to the entrepreneurs, and then the entertainment factor. How have you thought of balancing
So
it?
we've actually thought about this when we were ideating. Kailash and the whole team was a showrunner. Has been actually we were been very wary of it shouldn't be a TRP centric show or entertaining show, because these are livelihoods of people who are coming and pitching their ideas or shows also. So one thing that our titans, our team, and we were very wary of, that we will not insult anyone for a lot of TRP or entertainment factor. We'll try to create an ethos wherein we are trying to empower them. We are not running behind the whole thing of masala kaise add kare, ye kaise add kare. We want to actually empower and empanel these kind of startups, because these people, the founders, will become brand ambassadors for next year.
Definitely.
So if they have a good experience with us, that will eventually grow into our IP becoming much bigger in the next coming years. So that's the whole thing, that we are not looking at entertainment as a factor, but real stories should come out. We should be able to make that difference and add value to the whole ecosystem. That's the
Also,
thing.
coming to a last question, you have seen India having already a reality show that is quite famous. It's about entrepreneurship. How are you planning to put it differently? This show as different because it already has good viewership. It's going on from a long time. So, what would be your strategies? Maybe your marketing strategies to put it something as very different.
So we know the show is doing really well. It's a benchmark for the show as well, and the IP that it's coming from, which is really great. We've tried to identify some gaps that you'll see in the coming weeks, actually, how we market it or what the content is and how different it is. And we are not here to fight anyone and compete with anyone. Everyone, this ecosystem is much bigger and it can have more people also. We just want to help more people, enable more people, so that we can actually have the growth story in India. That's our whole plan.
What would be the core insight behind building a show like this?
Because the show is just a byproduct of what we are building. We are not. The show is just what we are really building is an exchange for investors and startups. That is what Ideabaaz is. It's an exchange. It's a marketplace for investors and startups. The byproduct of that is the show. So we've named it Ideabaaz. We could have spent crores of rupees on marketing and promoting the exchange, and the other option was to do a show that would bring startups. And so the brand name of the exchange is Ideabaaz. The show is also Ideabaaz.
And with this idea, what part of the market, what market gap are you planning to?
There's no market gap here. Every startup, we want to fuel India's startup economy.
Okay.
That is the whole agenda. We're talking about Viksit Bharat, and we're talking about having X million startups. So they need mentorship, they need financial help, they need legal aid, they need something. That we found that there is no one such structure that can do all this. In bits and pieces people have tried, so that's how the idea came about.
And since this is being launched, this show is being launched on entertainment platform, how do you think Ideabaaz is going to balance the entertainment sector with the startup sector?
Our intent is not to entertain, our intent is to educate, and the fact that an entertainment channel has come forward to participate, and not only is it going on Zee TV and Zee5, it's going on 9 other channels, demonstrates that there is an appetite. Our whole idea is, as one of our speakers, Shelly Chopra, said, you want the housewife to sit down, and say, I want to be an investor. I have an idea. I want to be able to take it to the market. But she doesn't know how to go to the market, right? So that's what Ideabaaz will do for you. You just come with an idea. You don't have to have a startup. So you can just come with an idea on our platform. One is on the show also, it's the same thing. But on our platform, you say, this is my idea. There will be investors who will get connected. And if they like what you say, they'll do their due diligence and invest in you.
So as an investor, what kind of qualities or what kind of ideas have excited you the most? Anything which you have liked?
There have been so many of them, each one of them unique in their own way. But it was fascinating to see the number of ideas that exist, the number of startups that come forward, and the passion and the integrity of people in our country. I mean, it's at another level. And our focus has been on tier 2, tier 3. And so we've seen some really heartwarming stories.
Also, tier 2, tier 3 cities are highly driven by their livelihoods. They have to have a focus on building their family or supporting their family. So, what would be that marketing or communicating strategies which will drive them to come to take this risk?
There's no risk involved here. They have an idea, they're coming, somebody is giving them the money, where's the risk?
But then they have to come from their daily jobs, right? They have to
No,
somewhere
but
leave that.
you can't start a business without taking
Exactly.
risk, right? I mean, that is true for anybody wanting to start something. But here they don't lose anything. If they get funding and if the idea gets wings, they can go and start. And if they don't, they can go back to
again
their
go back to the
job.
jobs. Correct. Also, you have called this idea as a movement. So, what is your long-term plan about
The plan is the exchange, and season on season, the idea is how can we fuel? You know, you had the IIT Madras chairman
Yes.
here, I mean the
Yes.
CEO of IITM Global here, and he said they are only next to Harvard. They've registered some 4.5 whatever number. I don't know the numbers. Okay, IPs, right? They're next only to Harvard. So there's a huge appetite in this country. We want to be a catalyst in fueling and enabling, giving wings to founders and startups in India.
I wanted to know, Ideabaaz is fueling the ideas and the opportunities for entrepreneurs. What was your idea being What was your idea that you agreed to be a mentor on this show?
See, it's as simple as this. There was a culture at one time about singing and dancing. In every family, there was a singer and there was a dancer. There's been a culture of everyone is a cricketer.
Yeah.
Forget sportsman, cricketer. So in every family, there's that struggle to get one cricketer or two cricketers within the family. Okay? India has changed, Bharat has changed, and the narrative of our country has also changed. Being an entrepreneur is not just a call to action, but it's a call to duty. To creating an entrepreneur-led India is really the call to action for all of us, of our generation and every other generation, to be able to see India in another avatar. What is the avatar I see? India, Bharat is on its way to become the Vishwa Guru. Bharat is today one of the largest employers of providing the largest employees who are intelligent, English educated, technology oriented, and ready for the world. Why can't Bharat, and this is the Bharat of my dreams, as we achieve Viksit Bharat, I see India being the Vishwa employer of the world, wherein we are not just employing in India, but employing across the world.
Yes.
And that's really the story of a country that powers a billion dreams. If we can power a billion dreams, we can power the world. And it's ideas that will make it happen, which is why Ideabaaz, which is why the mentorship, which is why the passion, and which is why we've created an entire movement around it. Like I was saying earlier, NSC is the location of this press conference. It's the location where we're meeting. NSC is a destination because it defines what the future is and where we're all heading.
Also, as you said that being a mentor to this platform and also an expert professional, how do you see the whole show and what do you think is the market gap in India, which you think you can teach?
See, if we look at India as such a wide country, there's a market gap in every respect. There are lots of gaps because there are multiple opportunities. I don't think we are filling a market gap. We're filling a need. We're fulfilling a need of identifying great ideas, mentoring them, providing them incubator kind of partnerships,
Yes.
providing them funds, providing them leadership, providing them the resources, and being able to use world examples and previous examples to be able to power them for tomorrow. I think what you're doing is creating enterprises. I won't refer to them as startups. Startup is an attitude, and that attitude should stay always. An attitude of being frugal, an attitude of being accountable, being passionate, working hard. That's really what it is. And if we stay innovative, we will achieve what we have to. And I think the best thing about startup, the best thing about Ideabaaz is this entire connection of all of us as a family. everyone who's partnered with us, who's worked with us, has worked with a certain spirit, not of bringing someone down, but being able to build each other and to build India. And I think that's the best spirit that can nurture and build a new tomorrow.
Also, this initiative has been called a movement. So, how do you see it going on in the long run?
A movement has its own momentum. The long run is, we are mentoring startups today. Those startups and those founders will mentor other startups tomorrow. And it's a chain reaction. All of us are leading to the others.
Yes.
Take India's cricket story. If not for Kapil Dev and his Devils in 1983 winning that World Cup, would we have gone on to believing that we can win a World Cup and win every match that we come across, every team that we can beat? Can we be the number one in the world? If we're not number one in the world, we question it. How are we not number one in the world? Today, India's a ground to create cricketers of world standard, best in class. The world's best cricketers want to play in India and compete in India. That is what I see for entrepreneurs. That is what I see Ideabaaz doing. Ideabaaz is the IPL for the entrepreneur world. And it must power that, it must create that future, and it must create a future where we are constantly nurturing each other to be able to build a network of entrepreneurs, an ecosystem
Yes.
that really serves as a trampoline. Have you seen a trampoline? When you jump on the trampoline, you always get jettisoned double
Yes.
back.
Yes. Yes.
I'm saying jump with all your vigor on this trampoline called Ideabaaz, and you'll be jettisoned into the future.